Hi everyone, this is Princess and welcome back to another episode on Simply My Life TV. We're back in the kitchen again and I have another delicious recipe to share with you. And this is no other than some high protein Jamaican stew peas with some pigtail, and you know we can't forget the beef. If you're new here, remember to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and let's get started. Here we have some peas in plain water which I had placed in the refrigerator overnight to soak. And I do this because for me at least it lessens the cooking time by half. So if you need your peas to cook in a short time, just go ahead and soak it overnight. I added garlic, which will help to tenderize the peas, some fresh pimento seed. I will cover that and allow it to come to a boil. So this is some pigtail in plain water. I had also put it in the refrigerator overnight as well to soak. This is actually cured pigtail, so it's pretty salty. So when I soak it overnight, it helps to get rid of some of the salt. And I'll be boiling this. I tend to boil this twice for around 10 minutes each time. And it normally comes out with the perfect salt content that I like. Let's move on to the beef. So this is some beef which was already washed and clean. So I'm going to season that up, and I'm using some all-purpose seasoning, some jerk seasoning, garlic powder, and some blended green season that I made. Rub all that seasoning on the beef so it is nicely coated with all the dry seasoning along with the blended seasoning. Now that the peas has come to a boil, I'm going to go in with the marinated beef and I'm going to have both cooked together. The pigtail has now been boiling for approximately 20 minutes. This is my second time boiling it. I had boiled it the first time for around 10 minutes and I got rid of the water. And this is my second time boiling it. So I'm just going to remove it and cut these in small pieces. You're able to cut the pigtail at whatever size is pleasing to you. This size is perfectly fine for me. And the beef and the peas is halfway done. I am adding in the rest of the pigtail so it can finish cooking along with the peas and the beef. So while we're waiting on those to cook, let's prep the rest of our ingredients and make some spinners. So spinners are basically water and flour. I'm going to knead it into a dough and I'm going to be using that further on. One of the ingredients that adds so much flavor to this recipe is coconut milk. I have some coconut powder here, so I add some water to it to get the coconut milk. I'll be using this later along with the rest of these ingredients. The meat and the peas is now fully cooked, so it's time to season up this beauty. Firstly, I'm going in with the coconut milk and I'm just going to take my time to mix that in thoroughly and have everything blended in so nicely, after which I'm going to add the spinners. Now the spinners are traditionally used, but it's absolutely optional. If you don't want it, you don't have to put it, but for me personally, I love it. So add your spinners to it and give it a quick mix. Here I have some thyme, some scallion, onion, 1 teaspoon of butter, and of course we can't leave out that scotch bonnet pepper. You're going to season to taste. I went in with 1 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. That was perfectly fine for me because my beef was already perfectly seasoned. The pigtail had the perfect salt content to just balance everything out. Cover it and leave it under low flame for around 5 to 6 minutes and watch everything blends perfectly together. I could not ask for anything better than this. The smell of this brought me back to my childhood days. I am telling you, this smells absolutely wonderful. I had this with some plain white rice on the side with some raw vegetables, and I'm telling you, this was lovely. I hope you do try this recipe, and if you do like it, go ahead and share it with your friends and family. It's that time again. I'll see you in the next video.